Hey, what's up, everybody? Dr. Arja here, Colorado Chiropractic Association, coming to you live today with another great speaker, great human being, an awesome person. And again, if you have no idea what we're talking about Rev Up Colorado. We're bringing relevance, excellence, and value to Colorado chiropractors. And this guy is by all things relevant, all things excellent, and all things value. He really should change his name to the bow tie chiropractor because every time you hear him speak, he's in a bow tie, man. He rocks the bow tie, and I love it. This is none other than Skip, Dr. Skip Wyss. And I think you're in Green Bay, correct? Somewhere in
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
Green Bay, my man. Green Bay.
So we won't go football today, but we're gonna keep it here. So Skip has been in practice for years. Graduated in 2008. Runs a high intense focused family pediatric practice. And I think that's what you're going to talk about when you come out to Colorado in a few weeks, isn't it, Skip?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait.
What are you going to share? Give us like a teaser to Skip's talk, and don't tease us with what bow tie you're going to wear. We should set up a poll and pull what color it's going to. No, I'm kidding. Let's just stay on track today, and tell us
Okay.
about what chiros are going to look.
All right. So here's what we're going over, right? So why don't we just keep a poll and find out if I actually tie them or if they're clip-ons. So here's the thing, man. Coming out to CCA, I'm super, super excited. I cannot wait because we're going to be talking about cranial work with kids and lip and tongue ties. This is one of the most crucial aspects of a pediatric practice is fully understanding how the mouth and oral tissues work because it's completely affected by the upper cervical and occipital balance. And if we don't have the proper balance, that whole works is thrown off. And think about it from this perspective. We throw off digestion, we throw off parasympathetics immediately. We take them from a rest and digest aspect of healthcare into an immediate sympathetic response because they're not digesting food. They can't latch on to mom. They can't breastfeed. Like there is a massive, you guys know this, there's a massive negative cascade to all of this. But the number one question I get, and I get phone calls every week on is, hey, Dr. Skip, how do I assess this oral tissue in this baby? Hey, Dr. Skip, what about the cranial bones in this child? How can I help this? How can I help that? Well, here's the secret sauce to all of it. One, I'm going to teach you how to do it very, very efficiently and very precisely. And two, you're still a chiropractor. So your job isn't to diagnose these things, but your job is to understand them, find them if you need to, and then get them to the right source so they can get taken care of or get the second opinion of maybe they just actually need to stay and they don't actually need to be removed. A lot of the times, chiros will refer out, and immediately the kid's tongue gets lasered, their lips get lasered, their buccal ties get lasered. But what if this stuff was actually stretchable and moldable, and we could control it all through the cranial bones of the head and the upper cervical junction? We can handle a lot of it, and a lot of it we don't need to remove all that tissue. So I'm going to break that down for you, keep it real precise, plus throw in some cranial bone work that makes it very simple. Basically, how to catch maybe about 80 to 85% of all the children that come into your office of how to unwind the sphenoid bone, the frontal bone, and the occipital bone, and also throw in some upper cervical analysis if I can get some chance to.
Dang, bro, that's I was going to ask that question. You said 85%. What percent of people have you seen in your office with like a lip or tongue tie? Like how, I guess if someone's thinking, well, I don't see a lot of this, but how common would you say it is in our children today to have a lip or tongue tie?
Over 65%. So that's significant. It's more than one in two. So we have to understand how to find them, how to assess them, and then where do we have to take them? Like, where's the right road? Who's the dentist we talk to? Who's the guy that does laser? Who's the lady that does, or the guy that does scissors removal? What do we look at? How do we basically create these collaborations back and forth so they send to you and you send to them? A lot of these kids, if you get to the right dentist or you get to the right lactation provider or the right family practice doc, they don't want to remove these things unless they have to, but they also need soft tissue work. That's where we come in because we control the soft tissue through the nervous system and nobody else can do that but us. So we're going to be able to help with a majority of all these kids.
Yeah, bro. That's to me that gives hope, right? Because a
Yeah.
lot of us, I don't, and I don't want to say I don't want to refer out, but we had a lip tie. One of my children was lip tied upper lip, and we were reaching out asking, and one of our girl that we went to school with, her mom's an orthodontist, and she was like, "No, don't do anything because I guarantee you he's gonna fall, and it's gonna
Yep.
tear on its own." And
Yep.
sure enough, his second or third birthday, was standing on a rock, fell down, smashed his face. There goes lip tie. There goes fat lips and some teeth damage too. But I'm with you, man. If we could just, get it out there that we have an option for these people, and it's such I mean, 65% of people having it, that's a
Mm-hmm.
huge marketing piece that you can take to the world and get them in under
Yeah.
chiropractic care from a young age.
Yeah, think about it like that aspect of it. And plus when you start throwing in sleep as well, a lot of children that have lip and tongue tie issues or excess oral tissue, they also deal with sleep apnea. So those are the babies that we get in, and the docs will say, well, I get in the newborn, and mom's like, the kid's 3 years or 3 weeks old and he snores all the time. Well, that ain't good. Like, that's a soft tissue problem. Like, that is definitely cranial bone issues and soft tissue. So a lot of the times when we see tethered oral tissue in children, they will suffer from sleep apnea. So we say sleep apnea in an adult, we get worried because that puts them in sympathetic dominance and they're pretty much fighting for their life all night. Well, imagine if that's been going on in your life since you were, 6 weeks old. Like, your whole body has been under survival mode since the beginning, plus trauma during birth. So we have to understand how to assess this and then help them. And chiropractically, how do we stay in our lane, stay subluxation based, and do this from a very, very grounded philosophical perspective so we can actually help these kids and help these parents understand the value of chiropractic, plus the other things we have to do to create that best healthcare form with collaborating with other providers.
Oh man, I'm so excited to have you come out. I'm so excited to learn. It's going to be an amazing time, October 21st to 23rd, 2022, in Aurora, Colorado. Again, I know you're out here in 2019 with your wife.
Yeah,
You came out to the convention, and
great.
I'm just so glad that you said yes when we asked you to speak. And I think you're going to bring intense value to this group. And again, you're just a cool dude to hang out with. So
Thanks.
again, come here, Skip, speak. He's a fighter for chiropractic. He's in the trenches, he battles, and he does great work with kids. So, Skip, I just thank you again for being on here with us today. If you could just say maybe one or two things really quick, why you feel it's important to, be part of chiropractic associations, and why should people join the CCA?
They need to join their local CCA. They need to join their local associations because these are the people that actually fight for us. They fight for us to stay open. They fight for us to stay in practice. They fight for us when they set up litigations against us, set laws that help or can inhibit chiropractic. These are the people that lobby for us. So you need to be involved. You need to be on the side of people that actually set policy so we can actually keep chiropractic in the right spot. That's why you need to do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Well, listen to Dr. Skip. Join today, and the other reason we do it is because we bring relevance, excellence, and value. Man, we bring wicked conventions, wicked speakers, and it's just a great time. So, Skip, I know you're a busy man. I honor our time today, and I thank you so much. And I look forward to giving you a big hug when we see you in October.
Can't wait. Remember, guys, I opened this thing up, so have your butts in the seats. You don't want to miss this. Trust me.
No, you definitely do not, man. You're going to get stuff that you can use Monday morning in your practice with that next child that comes in. So we'll see you in October. And till next time, buddy, thanks so
Take
much.
care,
We
everybody.
appreciate it.
Bye.